Oh my God, I love your skirt. Oh, thanks. Where is it from? It's from Torrid. Wait, where? Just this place called Torrid. What did you say it was called? I'm gonna look this up. I can't believe I've never heard of this. I can believe that you have never heard of this store because it's a plus size store for plus size people like me. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but the stores that you like and the stores that you shop at and all the stores that you care about, they only go up to like a size 12 or 14, and that actually only covers like 30% of women in America. But hey, since all of your clothes are mainstream fashion, why would you ever stop to think about where the other 70% of women in America have to shop and what those stores' names are called and what kind of clothes they carry? It's from Urban Outfitters. Oh my God, so cute.
It is not offensive to fat people if someone asks where they bought a nice skirt and then when they are told where it is from, they don't recognize the brand that is exclusively for plus-sized people. Asking about the origin of clothing or accessories is a common and often innocent interaction between people. It is a way to express appreciation for someone's style or taste and to potentially discover new fashion brands or stores. Furthermore, not recognizing the brand that is exclusively for plus-sized people does not necessarily imply any negative connotations towards fat people. It may simply indicate a lack of familiarity with the brand or fashion industry in general. Fashion is an ever-changing industry, and new brands and styles are constantly emerging. It is impossible for anyone to know every single fashion brand or style that exists, regardless of their size or shape. In addition, recognizing a brand that is exclusively for plus-sized people does not necessarily mean that someone is making a positive statement about fat people. It is important to avoid assuming that someone's familiarity with a brand or product means that they hold a certain attitude or belief about a particular group of people. In conclusion, it is not offensive to fat people if someone asks where they bought a nice skirt and then does not recognize the brand that is exclusively for plus-sized people. Asking about the origin of clothing or accessories is a common and often innocent interaction between people. It is important to avoid making assumptions about someone's attitudes or beliefs based on their familiarity with certain brands or products.
This video is for fat people and fat people only. Breaking a toilet seat is morally neutral. It is not shameful, you're not a bad person, it's okay. Remember, these products were not designed to last and they certainly weren't made for our bodies. It's just a toilet seat.
Being at a high weight where you're able to break a toilet seat can be worrying for several reasons. Health risks. Carrying excess weight puts a strain on the body and increases the risk of developing health problems such as heart disease, diabetes, and joint pain. Mobility issues. Being at a very high weight can make it difficult to move around and perform daily activities, which can reduce quality of life. Emotional distress. Breaking a toilet seat due to weight can be embarrassing and may lead to negative feelings about one's body and self-worth. Safety concerns. Breaking a toilet seat can also be a safety issue if the person falls or injures themselves as a result. Financial burden. Being overweight or obese can also lead to increased healthcare costs and may impact one's ability to work and earn a living. Overall, being at a high weight where you're able to break a toilet seat is a sign that one's weight may be impacting their health, mobility, emotional well-being, safety, and financial stability. It may be a signal to make changes to improve one's overall health and well-being.
Perfect example of fat phobia and thin privilege. People deserve to take up space. People deserve to be accommodated for their body sizes. Obesity is a slur. It's based on the BMI, which is racist. It was not created by a healthcare provider. It was created by a mathematician. It's not really beneficial for health at all or determine health. Use words like person of larger size. I think it's funny having a thin person constantly use that word and blame the individual for their weight gain, not knowing their circumstances, saying that it's not corporations' jobs to accommodate those people. It's just saying that like fat people don't matter. It's okay to discriminate against them. This person even said like the majority of people are thin and they are regular size, even though that's not the case at all. It's kind of comical because they're so privileged in this world that they can only see this world from themselves. And they don't truly care the effect that their words have on fat people and how harmful that is and how discriminatory this is. And there's no like kindness or compassion about how that would feel for the person in the larger body, or any kind of understanding either that it is a person you are talking about. It's a person. They're not invisible, but all you keep saying is obese, is obese. You don't deserve to be accommodated because you are fat. You do not matter because you are fat. Fat people matter. Fat people matter. They are people and they matter. Know someone's health by looking.
Fat people deserve to have enough space to accommodate them because everyone deserves to have the physical space they need to exist comfortably and safely. This includes space for sitting, moving around, and participating in various activities. However, it is not their right to intrude on other people's spaces. Intruding on other people's spaces can take many forms, including taking up more than one seat on public transportation, spilling over into other people's seats on airplanes or in theaters, or blocking walkways or aisles. These actions can cause discomfort, inconvenience, and even harm to others. Just as it is important to respect other people's private spaces, it is also essential to respect public spaces and shared environments. Everyone should be mindful of their impact on others and try to be considerate of those around them. When it comes to accommodating the needs of larger individuals, it is important to recognize that the responsibility for making accommodations should not fall solely on them. Society should work to create more accessible and inclusive environments that can accommodate people of all sizes and abilities. This can involve designing public spaces and transportation systems that are more spacious and accommodating, as well as fostering a culture of inclusivity and respect for all individuals. In conclusion, fat people deserve to have enough space to accommodate them, just as everyone else deserves the space they need to exist comfortably and safely. However, it is not their right to intrude on other people's spaces. Society should work towards creating more accessible and inclusive environments that can accommodate people of all sizes and abilities, while also fostering a culture of respect and consideration for others.
Did you know that food has no moral value, so there's no such thing as a good or a bad food? They're all just calories and fuel for your body. So it's totally okay to try new things and to have treats. That being said, cherries are my favorite fruit, and when I saw these, I knew I had to try them. So if there's a snack that you haven't been giving yourself permission to try, or one of your favorite holiday foods, consider this your sign. I actually usually don't like Little Debbie's, they're usually too sweet. But these have like dark chocolate, and so it balances it out really well. Look at that. Nothing bad happened. I ate cake and I'm still deserving of love and respect. And most of all, so are you. I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Trying new foods and treats can be a fun and enjoyable experience for many people, including those who are obese. However, it is essential to keep in mind that eating in moderation is crucial to maintaining a healthy weight and reducing the risk of health problems associated with obesity. Eating in moderation means consuming the appropriate amounts of food to meet one's energy needs and maintain a healthy weight. It involves being mindful of portion sizes and balancing food choices to ensure a healthy diet. When trying new foods and treats, it is essential to consider the calorie and nutrient content to make informed choices about what and how much to eat. Obesity is a complex medical condition that occurs when the body weight exceeds what is considered healthy for an individual's height and is determined by their body mass index, BMI. Obesity is linked to several chronic health problems, including heart disease, diabetes, and joint pain, which can impact one's quality of life. While it is fine to try new foods and treats, it is crucial for individuals who are obese to be mindful of their calorie intake and make informed food choices. This can involve seeking advice from a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian to develop an appropriate eating plan that supports weight loss and overall health. In addition to eating in moderation, It is also essential to engage in regular physical activity to maintain a healthy weight and reduce the risk of health problems associated with obesity. Regular exercise can improve cardiovascular health, reduce joint pain, and improve overall quality of life. In conclusion, trying new foods and treats can be a fun and enjoyable experience for those who are obese. However, it is important to eat in moderation, make informed food choices, and engage in regular physical activity to maintain a healthy weight and reduce the risk of health problems associated with obesity. Seeking advice from healthcare professionals and registered dietitians can provide additional support and guidance on achieving a healthy weight and overall well-being.
What it's like to be a fatty on a plane.
It is unreasonable to expect plane seats to be bigger due to several reasons. Limited space. Airplanes have limited space to fit as many passengers as possible, which means there is a trade-off between seat size and the number of seats that can fit on a plane. Cost. Larger seats would take up more space and reduce the number of seats on a plane, which would increase the cost of flying. This would likely result in higher ticket prices for passengers. Safety regulations. Larger seats could potentially impact safety regulations, such as the requirement for a certain number of emergency exits and the ability to evacuate passengers quickly in case of an emergency. Competitive market. In a competitive market, airlines may prioritize offering lower ticket prices over providing more comfortable seats. This is because many passengers are willing to sacrifice comfort for lower prices. Overall, while larger seats may be desirable for passengers, it may not be feasible for airlines to provide them due to space constraints, cost, safety regulations, and market pressures.